Good afternoon, everyone. It's January 18th, 2019. So, Bayer and Monsanto are beginning to use the CRISPR technology to edit the genome of the different varieties of fruits and vegetables. And, what can go wrong, right? Just like they said with genetically modified corn that's killing all the bees along with the glyphosates. But the U.S. Department of Agriculture recently made a ruling that CRISPR and other new gene editing of food products need no special regulatory oversight or independent testing. You believe that shit? USDA Secretary Sonny Perdue announced in 2018 reformation of an Obama-era ruling exempting gene-edited crops from special testing. Can you believe that shit? In a press release, Perdue stated that the USDA won't regulate plant breeders who use gene editing techniques without introducing genes from other species or plants that could otherwise have been developed through traditional breeding techniques. The statement added that USDA seeks to allow innovation when there is no risk present. And, they said the same thing about the corn, right? That there's no risk. And here we are, many, many years later, cancer rates have climbed. We're being saturated with fucking glyphosates. I bet if you go to the doctor and have your blood drawn and they checked for glyphosate, that shit would be in your bloodstream. I bet. I would bet one of my nuts. I'm not kidding. Unfortunately, in a ruling that takes the health and safety of the population more seriously, the European Court of Justice, the highest court in the European Union, ruled last year that gene-edited products should be treated like genetically modified organisms, which are subject to substantial regulation in the EU. But they're not here in the States. They're not heavily regulated like they should be. So, the United States, it's all about money. If the government can make money off it, if their cronies, their partners, if they can make money off it, they're going to let the shit happen. I'm surprised, I really am surprised that they haven't found a way to make money off the junkies overdosing. Just wait, they will. They will. One way or another, they will make money off them. That ruling has drawn howls of protest from the likes of Monsanto and Bayer, but to date it stands. This makes the USA the focus of agricultural gene editing developments. Likely bad news for the American population. We are nothing but lab rats to these people. And that's what people are going to get sick from it. And when they begin connecting the dots, they're going to be called conspiracy theorists and ridiculed, and just like the vaccines, right? It takes a court ruling, and believe me, many people are going to ignore that court ruling, but it really does. It takes a court ruling to open people's eyes up to the toxic vaccines that kill people. Not that these people give a shit if they're killing anyone, but let's see. Yeah. So it's bad news for the American population, which is already no, I messed up there. Like already as a result of an executive policy ruling made by then G.H.W. Bush in 1992, consuming a diet heavily saturated with GMO soy, rice, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, and other products, even GMO insulin for diabetes. Let's not forget your GMO air that's coming out the tailpipe. You know, the corn is GMO, and if the corn is GMO, the, what's that shit called? Ethanol is GMO. So, is it risk-free? No. It's not risk-free. Is anything risk-free? But these motherfuckers will lie to you and tell you, oh, it'll be okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, nothing bad will happen, you conspiracy theorist. How many times have conspiracy theorists been proven right? Okay, so the recent attention given to a Chinese biophysicist who went public with claims he had successfully gene-edited a human embryo to make the newborn twins HIV immune. Look, this isn't the only thing they're doing to human beings. I would bet that there's large cloning farms in some of these military bases. I would bet. I don't know if I would bet my ball, but I would bet. Has turned the world attention to the relatively unpublicized genetic manipulation technology known as gene editing. And of course, that's bad news for Monsanto and the other biotechs. There's been a device invented where you can walk up to a piece of fruit or a vegetable or a can and hit it with the laser or whatever it is that it uses. It penetrates the can or the skin or whatever, and it tells you whether or not it's genetically modified. So, that's cool. So, the CRISPR-Cas9 technology, which has transformed the gene editing landscape, is merely 5 or so years in existence. The risks have largely been left to individual scientists to reveal. And do you think they're going to reveal those risks? No. In one such study published in May 2017 in Nature magazine, gene editing researchers reported they were shocked to find an unexpectedly high number of secondary mutations in a mouse model of gene therapy. In other words, they cannot predict the outcome. Just like they can't predict the outcome of each individual when they inject mercury, formaldehyde, SV40, aluminum, and God knows what else into the bloodstreams of our children. So there's that. That's just great. There's nowhere to escape. There's nowhere to go. What do? Stop eating? Grow your own food? I tried that. I'm not very good at it. Not very good at it. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd share this with you. I hope you all have a good day. Till next time, kill the state before the state kills you.